Okay, here we go. This is a Facebook ad demo. Um, Facebook has by far the most robust advertising platform. If you can figure this out, then you can easily do Twitter, LinkedIn, whatever else. Also, Facebook owns Instagram, so if you were to run an Instagram ad campaign, it would be done through this. Now, if you've done a simple campaign before, kudos to you. This should be a refresher. If you're a big agency or if you're running a really robust integrated ad campaign, then you can click in the top right arrow, go to manage ads, and it will take you to this back end where you're going to be able to run a campaign similar to Google AdWords, where you'll have different ad groups and you can have different ad text and photos and calls to action and so on and so on. But that's more of an advanced demo, so today we're just going to do a more basic one. So I'm going to continue along with the Nino Cafe brand that I created in a previous demo when we did a website and created a Facebook page. So first step is to go to this landing page. And what I'm going to do is what's called boosting a post. So I'm going to make a post and then I'm going to put some dollars behind it and choose my target audience. So for Nino Cafe, I've decided that maybe I'm going to do a happy hour. Now, if you're in Canva, one of the cool templates that you've got here, this is the Canva platform, is ads, and they have a Facebook ad. So if you click this 1200 by 628 pixels in size, it's perfectly sized and formatted to meet with Facebook. And these will also work well on LinkedIn and Twitter. The other interesting about Facebook is they require your ad image to have 20% or less text on the image. So as you can see here, if you use any of these Canva pre-formatted templates, they've all perfectly got 20% or less, so you can use these confidently. So I thought I saw one on here with wine. There it is. I'm just going to delete a lot of this text out of here because I don't want it. If you want to add text, by all means you can. All I really want to do is put my logo on here, so I'm going to copy and paste. And then I'm going to center it. Okay. And you can get more creative than this if you want to. And then we'll go ahead and download this image. So next step is to come back over to Facebook. Actually, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to come over to this landing page that I created on my website. I'm going to sell a happy hour promotion. So I created this happy hour landing page on my fake website for this fake business. It says happy hour, got a happy hour menu, and so on and so on. So I'll copy the URL. I'll head back over to Facebook. Now I'm going to write a post. I'm going to say something to the effect of, Nino Cafe is proud to announce a new happy hour program that features local wines, artisan cheeses, and much more. Visit us Monday through Friday from 3 to 6 p.m. or click below for more info. I'm always going to put a call to action in my text, especially if you have a link that you want folks to go to. There's lots of studies that suggest a very simple and gentle call to action like click below for more info will increase the number of clicks that you'll get. So next is I'm going to paste the URL and it's going to generate a preview. Now there's no images associated with it, so what I'm going to do is going to click on the plus sign. I'm going to grab this graphic, and what I'm going to do now that that's there, this image and the link below is going to be clickable. So I'm going to go ahead and delete this URL, this website domain, from my ad because it's ugly and it's unneeded text. And then when it's ready, I'm going to go ahead and hit publish. So here you go. You can see here's my text, here's my image, here's my link, and if I click on it, it opens up a new window on my browser taking me to the website landing page. Okay, so this is a first step. Now if we want to advertise, this is the easiest way to start experimenting with advertising on Facebook. I highly recommend that you give this a shot. In fact, a very low budget will get you a lot of exposure. We're going to click this blue button here that says Boost Post. Now, one of my most favorite options here from an audience standpoint is to use, where is it? Audience. I guess I don't have any fans. If I had fans, there would be another option in here that would say your fans and friends of your fans. And I like that because if you already have an established audience, then you could assume that the friends of that audience might also be your ideal potential audience. And so I like to choose that. So if your page has 500 or 1,000 or 5,000 or 50,000 followers, I recommend trying that. But for this scenario, I don't. And in fact, I want to show you guys how this works. So you're going to leave this option here. People you choose through targeting. And we're going to click Edit. And this is where a lot of the work is done. So first off, you get to choose gender, and then you get to choose age. Now I'm selling a happy hour with wine, so I want it to be at least 21. Now, you also have to take into consideration who your audience is. Now, I'm doing a wine bar, so maybe my wine bar isn't 21-year-olds. Maybe my main audience is, say, 30 to 50. Okay? Maybe your audience is even older. Maybe your audience is 40 to 65 plus, right? It depends on who your audience is that you're trying to target from an age demographic. Locations, United States, California, right, but I'm in Ventura. So my wine bar, all of California is not coming to my wine bar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in my city, and I'm going to choose the city. And then I can give a radius around which people I want in here. 25 miles plus sounds pretty big. In fact, I think that the folks that are coming are really only within Ventura. Maybe they're in Oxnard, maybe they're in Carpinteria, maybe they're in Santa Paula. So you know what, maybe I'll actually expand this to 15 miles. But choose accordingly. Depending on who my clients are and what ads I'm running, I'm very selective with who I want to change. Now this is where it gets really interesting. Detailed targeting. This goes back to chapter 2 in your textbook. We can look at, we've already done the geographic up here. We can start doing behavioristic, we can start doing lifestyle, we can start doing other demographics and so on. So you can start typing stuff in here. For example, I'm doing a wine bar happy hour, so I'm going to type wine. And sure enough, wine pops up as an interest. Also, you have food and wine. So I'm going to do wine, and then I'm going to do wine again and see if food and wine pops up. Those are a great start. Now, there's other great things that you can do here. If you click on this browse menu, you've got demographics, interests, and behaviors. Check this out. When you start clicking on these arrows, demographics, you can target people based on their education level, fields of study, etc. You can target people based on their financials, their income. Are they upper household income? Are they lower household income, etc.? We can do life events. You can do anniversaries, right? If you're selling flowers, anniversary special flowers out of a flower shop in Ventura, you've got anniversaries that come up. Birthdays, long distance relationship, newly engaged, newly married, recently moved. Life events are huge. Parents, relationship status, and so on and so on. Work, you can choose people based on what company they work for, employers, what industries they work in. Is it arts and entertainment? Is it business and finance? So on and so on. And it keeps going all the way down. Now you've got interests. Are people that you're trying to attract interested in business and industry? What's under here? Advertising, agriculture. Look how in-depth these are. Entertainment. Are they interested in gaming, live events, movies, music, reading, TV, etc.? Fitness and wellness, food and drink. Let's see what else pops up in here. I've got alcoholic beverages. Awesome. I've already got wine. Other beverages, coffee if you're selling, if you're a coffee shop. Are you interested in cooking, recipes, cuisine? What kind of cuisine? Are you a French restaurant? Are you an Italian restaurant? Are you a Chinese restaurant? Other restaurants that they might be interested, so on and so on. You've got hobbies, you've got shopping and fashion, you've got sports and outdoors. If you're a sports brand, this is really helpful. Technology. Are folks interested in computers, mobile devices, etc.? Finally, you've got behaviors. If I close this interest out and go to behaviors. You've got anniversaries, as we mentioned before, consumer classifications, what countries are people from, digital activities. You can target expats. That's pretty darn narrow from a targeting standpoint. Mobile device users. Are you just targeting people on an Android? Are you just targeting people on certain networks? Politics. Purchase behavior. Travel. Are people currently traveling? Are they traveling soon? Did they return from travel a week ago? And so on and so on. The reason I show you this is because some products are going to be broad and you can target any group of people, but some are very narrow. For example, right now I have a client that I'm working with that I'm running a campaign. They sell like granite countertops and bathroom tiles for people that are looking to redo their homes. So one of the things that I would type in here for them is HGTV, which is a very popular interest. For folks that own homes, that are interested in home improvement and so on. I can also type in home improvement and find folks that are interested in home improvement. But for the sake of this one, I'm just going to stick with Ventura, 15 miles. My age is 30 to 50. It's all genders. And I have folks that are interested in food and wine and wine. When I'm done, I click save on this. So that's now my audience. I'm going to usually leave automatic placements. This allows Facebook to choose what platforms it's going to display on. And then I can give a budget. So I can say that this is for 10 days, $33 total budget, and this is an estimated number of people and $3. So say this is just a one-time day that I want to do, so it's one day, and it's for $33. And so I'm going to reach 3,900 to 14,000 people for $33. I think you can go as low as $5 here. So look what $5 gets you. $5 is going to allow me to reach 980 to 3,200 people in a day. So you're going to choose your credit card information that's on there, and you're going to click Boost. Now, since this is a fake ad for a fake business, I'm not going to do that, but if I was done, I would click Boost right there. So click Boost, then your ad starts running, assuming that it passes their guidelines, and you're on your way. So I hope you learned something. There will be an assignment related to this here soon.